Hello everyone, it's Haysie Simmer here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another episode of my Ultimate Decade Challenge, so get your drink and let's get into it. And it is 5 a.m., so it's time for our mommy and daddy to wake up and get started on life and all the things. So I think we're going to start by, actually, let's not pour from an empty cup. Let's start by taking care of ourselves and then taking care of the stinky kids. But dad needs to wake up and have breakfast and get out on the farm. So we will have him grab one of the last pieces of the cheese tart, and we got to start our day off with some bug spraying and watering and fertilizing because we really need these crops to be successful. I think she also has some fertilizer, so we're gonna have to give it to him because he's got to, if the bigger these get, the more money they make. Oh, our eggs. And Connor left us a little blessing once he got our letter that our kids survived, and they're 1.5 years old. So he sent over a high chair that he built, a little wooden dollhouse for Frederick, and then a mat that he crafted, as well as a little pool for the kids. So that was a really nice gift we got from Connor. So Halia brought that stuff inside so she can start using it for the twins. That was really nice of Connor to make that for them because he knows how simple they live out here, and I think with him living in the castle, he just learned like a bunch of things he could make. So she's gonna put Francis down into this so he can work on, playing and reaching for things so they can grow strong. It looks like we have a sleeping baby, Caesar, so we'll get started on some housework. It looks like we have to check on his needs. Are you not gonna? Okay, eat pie tart. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Yeah, she also needs to eat, so we'll just have breakfast with our son. And we'll check on Jacob over here and see how he's doing. Yeah, Jacob's still grinding, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we just got a delivery notice that Tamara has had one male baby named Lance. I think I'm gonna change it to Lancelot, but we're gonna head on over there. I totally spaced out on her. So we are definitely gonna have to do the roll. All right, so we're in their household, and of course a baby is not in the bassinet as usual. But this is baby Lance, going to be Lancelot. I will rename him when he ages up, if he ages up. So to remind ourselves, Tamara surviving birth has to get above a 1, anything but a 1. Babies is 5, 10, 15, 20. So let's hope that they continue to have the best of luck. This is for Tamara, rolling to see if she survived birth. Ooh, a 3 is really close. Maybe this was a very difficult labor for her. Hopefully baby Lancelot makes it 5, 10, 15, 20 for baby Lancelot. Woo! Yay! Lancelot makes it. Now let's see if he makes it up to infancy because I am not coming back to this household the next episode. 12, 16, 18. He does not make it. 12, 16, 18. Anything other than that he does. Woo! He makes it to infancy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Baby carrot. Oh, he's not. I think we have to feed him for the first time or something. Yeah, I think we have to feed him for this first time. All right, maybe we'll come back tomorrow and age him up. But it looks like everybody's happy and they're doing great. And it looks like someone's finally over their fear of death. So that's fantastic. And since it is the first day of summer, I have Halia out here helping with the garden because, things really need to get done. And, it's all about teamwork in this family for sure. Definitely seems like Jacob is super happy for the summer harvest. Maybe these are his favorite foods. Or maybe he's just really happy to be doing this with his family. Oh no, my sword in the stone is coming out. So I actually love that we have a cousin named Lancelot because I created this sword in the stone as like a little Easter egg of what we could possibly do with the next generation. So maybe one of the family members has an Arthur, and maybe he is kind of like, instead of like King Arthur, maybe he is more of a Robin Hood-esque kind of person. Let me get this back in the stone. There we go. Yeah, because I moved the terrain around, it popped up. Yeah, I believe Frederick is a heavy sleeper. Are you kidding me? Like, this kid sleeps sometimes until noon, which he almost did today again. Makes a lot of sense. What are we needing to feed? Okay, well, she's got a lot of stuff lined up, so it would be really great if Tamara decided to come over and help, but she hasn't been around for a little while. Which, I mean, obviously they just had a baby Lancelot, duh. I love it. Francis is just following his mom around and just like, what are you doing, Mom? He loves the rain, so of course he doesn't mind being outside in the rain. It says he is stinky, but he doesn't have any, like, trail behind him. I mean, he has a trail behind him, but he's not stinky. So he probably needs a bath, but, we'll get there. So even with Halia helping, because this is such a big harvest day, they're still not done and it's 1 o'clock. But they are very close, and I have him coming over to take care of the baby, so that's good. And lo and behold, Tamara made it around, so we actually might take advantage of her here and have her help us out because I really could use an extra adult to have around with all the kids. Yeah, she's uncomfortable. Okay, sorry, Tamara, but can you come in and help us with our baby who needs to be introduced to you, apparently? Yep, that would make a lot of sense. Can we just take care of him? Nope, you have to be introduced to him. Okay, ask Jacob, like, while you're doing this, Jacob, can you introduce me to him? Like, that would be so helpful. Invite it. So let's take care of that and actually just get that show on the road. So Jacob is just going to introduce the boys to their auntie. Change the diaper right before seeing her. Be like, yeah, we're fine, we're fine. I think she's come to check in and be like, now that you guys are a household of 3, how are you guys? Because that's when they decided to stop having kids. Now, mind you, they successfully did have another one after a year. But 1303, they took a whole break and didn't have another child until 1305. So offer ourselves some pregnant. Look at her. Hi, this is your nephew. That is your nephew. Oh, he's like, Mom, how could you put me in her hands? I wanted you. He definitely was looking stanky towards Tamara. I want to get another one of these. Maybe we'll say Tamara also brought one over because we need 2 of them. Oh, I don't want to miss this moment. We're giving Tamara our homemade yarn. And does she love it? Yay, Tamara loved our homemade yarn. I think she's super happy. I honestly think she's super successful, and she's the reason her family is staying afloat because Jedediah only makes so much money as a bard. He's a very low income bard, and he just also helps other people like build their houses and stuff. And I think he goes farm to farm to help out. But like, I don't think Jedediah has like a real strong income, but I think Tamara does. Yeah, I just feel so bad that we have 2 kids and they're not in here. So we're gonna let both of them get to enjoy some of this. We can talk about trucks. We'll just say he's talking about the carriages, the princesses, play with Caesar. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that they could do that. Oh, she's so happy. I think Tamara is telling her about, like, it's happened! The queen is dead! Queen Quack has died, guys. She has died. We will not miss this moment. We are here for you in your final moment, Queen Quack. Oh my gosh, Tamara is going to be so sad. Can she plead for her chicken? Go here. Come on. Can we plead? Nope. Oh, no. No. Oh. She's like, what did you just take away from me? Village origin stories unlocked for Halia. She's like, Grim, I got you. I got you. Oh, it looks like little Francis Frederick came out here and was super sad too. Classic. It's so sad. All right, so let's see what's going on in our household now. All right, so we are back in our second older household, and we're here to age up baby Lancelot, because he did pass his role. So we're gonna go ahead. And age him up now, and then we will look at him and cast. So Lancelot aged up to be a calm baby. I feel like we are getting really lucky with our rolls. So let's just keep that up this whole challenge, and then we will go take care of him and cast. Okay, so I did give Jedediah a little bit of an upgrade. I changed his clothes and stuff and grew out his hair and cut his beard. But here is our baby Jedediah. Our baby Lancelot. And I was also talking before, so Pascal's going to get married in this episode. And I was realizing that he has neighbors with his sister. And while Tamara comes around all the time, I really think that Pascal probably comes over to her house all the time. So the way she's always at our house, I'd like to think that Pascal was over here. So we'll probably bring him around for maybe Sunday. Well, so it's Sunday night. Yeah, so we're going into Monday. It's actually Monday, the 23rd, which is the second quarter. So we are 6 months into 1305. So now that I know exactly where we are, I would like to show you guys the gift that our bard Jedediah finally bought for his wife. He has been wanting to get this for Tamara for some time. So she's been making so much money for the family already by selling her things via trade. Oh, she's just watching baby Lancelot. Oh yeah, so Lancelot was born in the beginning of this episode, but I recorded it with the last episode. So yeah, this is our baby Lancelot. I'm super excited. We're gonna Pascal's here, guys. I told you, I felt like Pascal would be here quite a bit. It made the most sense for storytelling, so All right, so I think, you know, it's 9:30. The kids need to go to bed. It seems like Jedediah is back from, oh, he's got to go. Okay, that's fine. We'll see you tomorrow, Pascal. But Jedediah he must be back from going to play music in the taverns. So we'll have him put the kids to bed. I do think I finally have enough bedding for all the kids. Yeah. So we will put infant down here. Morgan, we do know Jedediah favors Morgan because she got his red hair, and I think he just sees like a cheeky little girl in her that's so much like him. So we'll just take care of their needs, and I will check in with you guys in the morning. And I'm honestly just really proud of Tamara for having such a happy relationship with her daughters. I think she really struggled having daughters because they were just so desperately wanting sons in the beginning, because women cannot initially inherit, at least not so easily. You know, if they have a close male relative, which obviously they would, because, you know, Jedediah's siblings have children, their, you know, children would inherit. So I think she just wanted to make sure she had sons to inherit everything and make sure everything was going to be okay, because they are working on a lineage. And back then, I feel like they just really thought about how much having a legacy was important, because like you're working your whole life for something, you want it to be meaningful, you want to be able to pass it down to people who matter to you. And I think it was just something, it was really hard when Gemma came along, because they had lost a son. Yes, she definitely seems so happy. Let's make sure she's not pregnant. Okay, good. I wasn't sure where we were on that. So we can't weave any clothes yet. Maybe we have to weave fabric first. Ooh, okay, this is quite expensive. Here's the birthday gift toys for something that made sense for them, because I really am struggling to keep the kids entertained. So I want to make sure we have just a source of entertainment for them. So we are on Monday, 7 a.m., and I'm going to have, all her kids are stinky. I'm going to have Jedediah bathe the kids, get the kids ready, and Tamara is going to be cooking food for her brother because he is going to get married this evening. So we're going to have her preparing food as a gift. And I think we're going to have a big family party and let everyone get dressed up. Well, not crazy dressed up, but like we just really haven't seen everybody get together, and other than like for family dinners. And Morgan is reaching milestones, so that's amazing. So yeah, we're going to take care of the kids, breastfeed them, clean them up, and then we're going to get to cooking. So Tamara is working on her loom. I definitely think she would be making fabric for her. Well, she probably already made her sister-in-law's wedding dress. I definitely feel like that's something she cares about. Just having nice things. You know, she grew up in a hut, you know, and they didn't really have nice things. So I think for what they can manage, she really wants to make the most of it. So yeah, I think she's going to just keep working on all that. And Jedediah is very angry. He feels like he's losing control of his dream. Okay, you know what? He needs to play on his lute, because that makes him very happy. And he loves his kids and he wants them all to survive, but he definitely deserves time to himself as well, just like Tamara did. I think even though he really wanted more kids, I think now that they have 4, he's like, okay, I get what she was saying. I get it. We were doing too much. Too much was going on. We deserve to have a break that they had growing up. So I think she's just getting that prepared for him. So when they get married, they can focus on, you know, starting a family and not needing to cook anything for a few days. And of course, I don't want to miss this super cute moment between them. I just love them. Riker and Gemma. I have to say that I think their children are my favorite. And maybe it's because we've been taking so long to get some in our main household. And even though Jedediah is struggling, he is still giving his kids all the affection. He loves them so much. Maybe Jedediah is feeling insecure that he has been out at night trying to grow as a bard. But it is really important for him to feed his creative soul. But Tamara is the main breadwinner. And maybe that is starting to really affect him. Can we not continue? Oh no. And after we finally give Gemma her bath, we are going to have this wedding. It is definitely late, but we have a lot of toddlers and infants, so something like this is bound to happen. And look, she's teaching him pictures to make sure that he can express his needs, a young adult. So, you know, their family has grown really fast in the last like 5 years, but you know, it's the name of the game in the medieval times. So, you know, that's just the story we're telling. But it is finally time to have our wedding. All right, so we are entering into a vowel exchange between Pascal and Amy. It is going great. All right, so they're just exchanging their vowels. That was really rude of them to interrupt us. Oh, look at them. We're so happy for Amy and Pascal. They're going to have such a beautiful life together. Yay! And he has his sisters here watching. Her mother is here too, but she keeps leaving. So you can only do so much in The Sims, right? Here we go. In front of his sisters who basically raised him his whole life. Everybody is so happy. Yay! Yay, Pascal. We're so happy for you. So Halia is just in here talking to her brother about how if he needs anything, they'll be there for him. And he's like, sis, I got this. You know, overly confident, but he appreciates it. Yeah, he's definitely all in good humor. And Tamara has a gift. Oh, and this is her mother. This is Joan, Amy's mother. Looks like they're going to have a talk over here once they figure out where to be. But yeah, Tamara has a gift for them. So we have a gift to give them, but we have multiple things. So we need to give them a chicken pie, a fish head stew, and the carpet. But I think we're going to do the carpet now and see how she... Yeah, I think she's really excited because it's like for their home. And it's handmade, so that would mean a lot. Yeah, I think she appreciates it. That's definitely awesome. Jedediah was back here playing his guitar, but I think I totally missed that. So everyone is just enjoying Jedediah playing the guitar. Actually, the lute. They're enjoying Jedediah playing the lute for them on their wedding day. And then we're going to have everyone go back to their houses because Pascal and Amy definitely deserve to get their life started. So we're going to go set them up and get things going. All right, so we are in the Pascal Gilmore household. I did change out the rug because I didn't like the pattern. And unfortunately, there really wasn't much option. So it doesn't say it's made by Tamara anymore, but this is the rug that Tamara gave them. And so Tamara is over to give Amy some chicken pie and give her brother fish head stew because it's his most favorite food. So she is coming on over to do that because yeah, we're gonna let them grow on their own now. But yeah, we're really happy for Pascal and I can't wait to see if they're pregnant. We'll see. Let's go ahead and figure out if they're pregnant now, just so we know if we have a niece or a nephew on the way. Oh, Dad's haunting. At least he's doing laundry, right? Come on, girly. Wake up. All right, so we're gonna see if they're pregnant. Oh, they're not pregnant. That's okay, they will be eventually. So I'm gonna go set them as unplayed and we will let them progress. All right, so we're back in our main altar household. It is Tuesday, the last day of 1305. And yeah, we're gonna see what they're gonna get up to for the last day. Oh, so it's the last day of 1305 and we are going to be going to the castle for a harvest. So that being said, the family is up super early preparing for that day journey that they're going to have to take because they want to be there at 9 a.m. So they have to leave here around 3 or 4. So I'm really going to want to make sure that they take care of their crops and their animals before they leave because we know that takes literally all day. And we want to make sure that they're all going to be fine because we are going to be spending the day over in the castle offering them our produce and I definitely think they want to make a good impression. So they don't want to come back home to their farm being like absolutely wrecked. All right, so we're still going to be leaving a little bit later than I had hoped, but Halia is preparing a bread basket for the queen and, well, the household. She's preparing a bread basket for the royal household with things that they grew from their farm. And Tamara, the kids are going to go over to Tamara's house. They're only bringing Francis with them, as Francis is about to be aging into an 8-year-old. So he really just needs to kind of understand what's going on with the family. And she's going to make some boiled eggs for their journey. And then they're going to be on their way. All right, so they made it over to the castle, and Connor came out to greet them. And so did the queen. So Halia is giving the queen her painting she made of her. And it looks like she loved it, or at least appreciated it, which is really great. It went well with their friendship. So that is really... The queen is just going to ask Halia about the well-being of her children and just the citizens down in that part of the kingdom, as she's just really curious as to how they're doing. And it looks like Halia brought some notes with the citizens' concerns, but I'm sure she is bringing it up very, very politely. So Jacob got to set up like a little stall here outside the castle to see what lords and ladies would be interested in his wares. The king kind of decided, you know, yeah, we would love to support you. So they, you know, they bought a bushel of their green beans, their mushrooms, their watermelon, and their carrots. And he allowed Jacob to set up a little stall outside the castle to sell to other foreign dignitaries, nobles from the kingdom, and anyone visiting, traders, anyone coming over to the castle. So I've been thinking about this a lot and wanted to ask if you like to live together again. What? I guess they've been staying in separate apartments, so that's interesting. But yeah, we will have the king come and support. So the king seems really happy with Jacob's stuff and definitely wants to support him. So he is going to allow Jacob to come once a season, which we didn't come in springtime, but he's going to allow him to come once a season and sell his wares. And Jacob will be selling his big crops to the kingdom, as well as half of his main crop. But it seems like people are happy to support the local farm, so that's super excited. I think a lot of the area's crops are kind of struggling. Just to prelude, in 1315 we have a famine. 1315 to 1317. So this is technically 10 years before the famine. So I would like to kind of show that people are really interested in Jacob's crops because they're getting more variety out of the soil that the family is farming versus like other parts of the country. And so it seems like the kingdom is out to support the farm, and it's really exciting. We have a lady in waiting, Tiana, here. We have Duchess Anna Grant here, and it looks like we are doing really great. And Halia is very excited because she knows how much this means to Jacob. So yeah, we're gonna sell our produce, and I think we're gonna be staying in the servant quarters with our brother tonight. And Frederick is over here playing with his cousin, you know, asking Christine how it's going, living in the castle. I bet he's super impressed that Christine gets to play with the prince. Looks like the little prince, Augustine, is introducing himself to Frederick, and they are gonna play together, so that's so sweet. Yeah, they're having a cute little moment. I think it's really awesome that the good king and queen are very just open to their citizens being around them and a part of their life, because we sure know that not all, even though there is a difference in class, the good king and queen really understand that the people are the reason they're in power, because only his grandfather, Richard's grandfather is the one who overtook the kingdom, and they were minor lords when they did, but I do think, you know, they have more humble beginnings than most monarchs. So this level of monarchy hasn't forgotten where they came from. So that's really sweet. It looks like Halia is feeling extremely flirty, and it's probably because she gets to stay in this really nice castle being catered to with Jacob. So I think it might be really fun. So I think since they get to stay here during the summer solstice, I think they're going to have a moment of passion because they get to be in the castle. So, and that's the room they're being allowed to stay in, which is like the nicest place they've ever been. So we have Halia talking to Jacob. Yeah, I definitely feel like this has opened up their mind to what they can work towards if they, you know, save up and build, what kind of legacy they could build for their children. So I think this experience, although Jacob was very cynical about the king's intentions in the beginning, I think it has opened their eyes because he's talked to Connor, and Connor seems genuinely so happy to be living here. He feels like royalty, like he's treated so well. His children are treated so well, and what more could anyone really ask for out of life? I really think the queen loves kids because like all the kids are in here and they're all hungry, and she's just like in there taking care of them. So I really think that she loves kids. And look at our little man. I did not know he could go up and down stairs. He's going to go talk to his cousin. Yeah, Frederick has just been wandering. Frederick has just been wandering and exploring this castle. Like, he's just running around doing whatever he pleases. Okay, so I did adjust the money just a little bit, and I spent some money. So I wanted to start charging them like for the boat rides, for the ferry ride, and so I did that. As well as I feel like because Jacob was very excited about so since Jacob was very excited about the deal going well with the king, he like bought 2 casks of mead, and they brought home some furniture and some toys for their kids. So they brought home these little dolls for the boys. We have a knight and a pirate. So they bought a new dining room set. Connor made it with, as the apprentice carpenter, he made it with the carpenter. So they supported them, and they bought this new set because they were sick of sitting on stools on that slab of wood. And then they, after sleeping in the castle bed, they bought a new bed as well, also made by the master carpenter and Connor. And then they bought new chamber pots. Just because, like, after going to the castle and getting to stay in it as a guest, they were like just a little splurgy because they feel really happy. So I'm also going to have them woohoo again because they're just like super excited. I do think next time they'll upgrade the kids' beds as well. But yeah, now it's going to be back to reality. So we're going to have to put our babies to bed. And under the supervision of our ghost, Ellen, Halia took a pregnancy test, and Halia is pregnant, which I do think, like, it's the summer solstice. It's hot. It's heavy. They went to the castle. They got to stay in, like, the most luxurious bed ever. I'm sure they had a great night's sleep, but they also woohooed. There's no way they didn't. And then when they came home, they wanted to break in their new bed. So that's just the reality of it. So Halia has to catch up on life. All right. So something is wrong with this part. I do think in the moment Jacob is going to take care of the housework and just kind of distract himself because he wants her to be okay. And the best... All right, so my anxiety is high. Halia has had another miscarriage, and an urn has been placed in her inventory. She is going to cry it out and sleep the whole day away, and only get up to feed the boys. But we're going to add the baby over here. And yeah, I think that they're going to be done trying for a child for quite some time. And Ellen is coming over to go back to her tombstone so she can watch over their new unborn child. So we're going to add the unborn child to the family tree and see what it was. It was a son. Yeah, so it was a son. And we will name our unborn child. Possibly after the one they just lost, Anthony. Or no, maybe she would have named him Abraham after her father. So, you know, she's gonna mourn her child. And, yep. That is so unfortunate, but I do think after her not taking so many breaks after her other pregnancy losses, I think she's got some real damage to her fertility. So I am not going to be trying for babies for them until they are young adults, and a few years into it, we'll try one more time. And if they don't have any more children, hopefully their other ones will survive and we can continue the line with them. But I really think this like greatly affects her fertility. But she can't believe that they're really gone because she really was looking forward to having another child. And that's going to be everything for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.